Hello everyone, how are you? Hope all is well with you and your families, and you all are doing okay. So, as usual, Jamaicans are making a name for themselves and not in a positive light. Now, social media is a place that is globally watched. This is where people can take a bird eye view into the lives of how most people live by what they show on social media, and Jamaicans are one such set. And as usual, you know that Jamaicans hold no bars to what they will display on social media, so it's there for everyone to see. The thing with Jamaicans is that they have no shame in their game, and as for morals, that is non-existent to most Jamaicans. The thing is, on a whole, as a person, you got to have deal breakers. You have to have things that you will not do and levels you will not go. But when it comes to most Jamaicans, everything goes. And in so doing, they portray how ambitiously dunce they are for the whole entire world to see. And because they are well supported globally for their displays, they will take it to another level. They do not take into consideration the fact that they are getting so much views. It's possible that people are in awe and shock that people are actually living like that with no shame to their game, and that is what piques their interest. They are thinking that once they are getting the views, they are lit. They are at the top of their game. They are trending. And what makes it even worse, they are frantically fighting to outdo each other, not in a better way, but who can be the worst or the most toxic or the most nastiest they can be, because to them that is what is trending, that is what getting the views. Sometimes I wonder if they don't sit back and look within themselves and think, really and truly, my display on social media, does it really trend in a positive light? What does people really think about us? Hell no. Any kind of views is good enough for them. And the wickedest thing that most Jamaicans do well is to follow. Never leaders. Well, of course, unless we are talking about sports or we are talking about our music. Everything else goes to hell. That is why when they look on social media and they see some of the most popular on social media or the nastiest ever, and see that they are trending and they seemingly are popular, they don't care if it is popularity in a positive way or a negative way. They are following what that person is doing. And if it is being nasty is what is on, they are going to be 10 times nastier just to outdo the next one. They do not care how they are looked at. All they want to do is seemingly be relevant. Hence the reason why it will not get any better. And everyone is following the same trend, so much so that it only gets worse in the bid to outdo each other. Now, when you think about it, the whole world not only hear about Jamaicans and how toxic and ignorant most of them are, but now they can see and know firsthand for themselves what it is like with Jamaicans. So much so that it stands out as a thing about the Jamaicans and has turned into open discussions worldwide on platforms.
All about Jamaicans and their begging problem.
Who is the worst set of people on TikTok? Starting from one, the worst set of race. Starting from one is the strongest, one is the worst.
The worst?
Who would you say?
Whoa, Jamaican TikTok is ghetto! Terrible! Get off! Get off TikTok, people. Seriously, it's terrible. At least if you do want to do TikTok, at least be presentable. Get the hair done proper.
Yeah.
We don't need the big elephant long snuffleupagus eyelashes either, right? And all that bag of makeup. Just make yourself look presentable. Do your best, right? At least get dressed.
Yeah.
All over. Look how bad that looks. This is really, really bad. And the thing about it, where is the lie? It's to talk about Jamaicans globally. People are not expecting Jamaicans to be any better than what is shown. And it is a fact, as she says, Jamaican social media, especially TikTok, is ghetto. It's terrible. It's disgusting. And guess what? Newsflash. Anywhere Jamaicans gather, they're bound to be catastrophe. I think I said it already. But I remember where I worked in Europe, and the boss said he really and truly does not want to employ any Jamaicans there. You understand? But based on the link that I came through, I was given a pardon. He says that anytime he employs Jamaicans there, there's always chaos, confusion, drama, tear down. It's just too much frictions to handle. And bear in mind, the different ethnicities that works there are from all over the world. But yet still, as usual, Jamaicans stand out to themselves. So you can imagine I was even under more pressure to be so unique. My boss used to say, the Chinese, they bond together. The Polish look out for each other. The Turkish take care of each other. The Lithuanians share everything with each other. He mostly sees all the other ethnicities bonding together, but something about Caribbean people, they test you. And when Jamaicans are in the mix, hell freezes over. Every sense of normalcy is shot to hell. And where is the lie? It's a fact. Pure fight and tear down of each other. Same way you see them fight against them one another on social media, as same so in a real life. That's how they are. I used to think that when you're traveling and you meet upon a Jamaican person, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like home away from home. You get to see someone else that is Jamaican. You feel so good because you understand each other. There's so much similarities. But let me tell you something, and many people can attest to this. Your worst nightmare when not in Jamaica and overseas is to meet up another Jamaican. You have to have them at a level, because if you don't, it will be your funeral, your nightmare. Jamaicans mostly does everything to an extreme level that is totally beyond any kind of normalcy. But the final slap in the face is their display on TikTok. It sends home the reality of what Jamaicans are like. And it truly makes me sad, because in my travels now, I am worried when someone comes up to me and said, wait, are you Jamaican? I'm thinking, Whoa, are they going to ask me about Bob Marley or Usain Bolt? Or are they going to judge me as being one of those toxic Jamaicans, those ignorant Jamaicans? And it's scary, to be honest. Similar thing is going on even with our Jamaican men. Because remember, there was this urge. You just have to have a Jamaican man. You just had to experience a Jamaican man, as they are in demand worldwide, or should I say, they were in demand worldwide. And rightly so. Our men are unique. Body type, strength, swag, style. They can cook. Well, most of them, the new generation, I'm not sure what's going on with them, because they seem to love fast food. But when you book a Jamaican man and him can cook, remember, him a chef it up in the kitchen. And don't forget, they are naturally the lyrics factory. The things they say to you. Listen to me, man. No matter how much bachelor's of honors degree you have, they can use words that can sway you from even remembering what you know. As my friend would say, Jamaican men can sell Eskimo ice with their charm. And look how fast this has changed. Now all of a sudden, you're hearing Jamaican men name calling up in the worst cases. But Jamaican men are now mostly feared and are mostly looked at by most as passport hungry, abusive, losers. When you check it, almost every week there is an incident with a Jamaican family across the world. Not in Jamaica, where he's either taking out his family, taking out his wife, taking out his parents, taking out some brother and his son. It's just constantly stuff like that. Constant domestic violence, domestic abuse. God bless those women who really actually got a real good, genuine, down-to-earth Jamaican man. You got gold. Because otherwise from that, remember, they don't make them like they used to make them before. So many women have gone to Jamaica, taking up Jamaican men. Whether them lyrics them or use the bomb upon them to influence them, but as soon as they reach where they want to reach, they dish these poor women dirt, disrespect them, sell them out. Many of them are left with the children. I hear many people would say, oh, Jamaican men are gallus. I don't think Jamaican men are gallus. I think they are ego driven, and the strength of them brain is in them pants. And to them, the greatest achievement that they can have is how much woman they can get. It kind of give you the feeling like when they were growing up, they never really could get any woman. And now when they get the chance, they're acting all out abnormal. This have to be studied, because something is wrong there. Because really and truly, a man who is a gallus, you're full of charm, yeah? You're supposed to be able to can charm and keep the woman that have helped you, and not condoning it. Even if you have other woman, keep everybody calm. You get what I mean? It's not supposed to be a situation where after this woman done so much for you, give you stability, green card, and so on, give you a life that you'd have never gotten, you only could dream of, and he just dish her dirt. Because what? All because of your ego, or all because of the brain that is in your pants? At the end of the day, most Jamaican men does not have control over their situationships, because they ride too much on egos, so they don't get to think things through and keep their ducks in a row. And all these kind of incidents are leaving a bitter taste in many women's mouth. So, of course, she's going to tell her friend, and they're going to have a friend who experience the same thing. And it is a trend now that when you mention a Jamaican man, so much so that I have friends that say, okay, then come to Jamaica, and if them being with any man or whatever, it's not no man we man bring a foreign. Them would have more want to come out here, come live with him. Not them not giving him the chance. If he want bad, he can bad same place in him one place. But that help of bringing him overseas, it not going to happen. You understand what I mean? And that is so unfortunate, because here is what going to exactly happen now. You see, the good men are going to suffer for the bad. Jamaican men only need to wise up, and only need to not only strive on the egos, but strive on using the senses as well. So now we have elevated from most Jamaican men is no good to a situation now where Jamaican people on a whole is toxic and ignorant, as is displayed on social media. What will they think of us next? And what you're going to be finding happening now is that we are throwing the culture to the dogs. What people generally be happy to look forward to in Jamaica, it's not really like that anymore, because people are not mostly enthusiastic about the men. They are now cautious about the people as well. So now all we have going for us is what? Dancehall, reggae, and sports. It doesn't look good at all for us, as people are out here thinking and looking at Jamaicans as monkeys pan a picnic. It's like we're in a zoo entertaining the world, like the most toxic, fight against, bitter, angry, hooliganistic set of people. And that's not good at all. Anyway, guys, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my platform, please. Love you all. Bye for now.